Hi, Mary Procaccio. I want to show you today how to make a Bolognese. This is a classic Bolognese, okay? So I'm going to turn my gas on. And in here I have one medium-sized onion, 2 carrots, and 1 stalk of celery. And I cut it up fine. I mean, you can grate it if you want it to kind of disappear in the meat. I don't. I like it to see a little bit of the product, okay? So I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil. And honestly, I put enough, okay? So I'm going to say that's probably about, let's say, about 3 tablespoons. So we're going to add this, and we're going to sweat these vegetables. But I'm going to make it today with a combination of beef and spicy Italian sausage. I love the combination of sausage with the beef in the pasta sauce. Now, what I do is sometimes I'll use all sausage. I'm using all hot today. You can mix it hot and sweet or just sweet. But I wanted to show you, I take it out of the casing. So I just take it, put a knife in it, just like this. Simple. Sometimes you can find it out of the casing. And then you're lucky, okay? But it's not a big deal. You take this off, okay? And so we're going to wait. We're going to sweat these vegetables down. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to them, and then we'll be back. I have the gas. It's really like, kind of like medium, because you don't want it too high for this. You don't want to burn the vegetables. You want to keep them at a nice color. And all you're doing is releasing all the flavors that, well, if you could smell it, you would know what I mean. I mean, it's just releasing all those flavors, okay? I have a lot of garlic here. It's 6 cloves of garlic. You can add less if you want, but I like this amount in this sauce. This is a sauce. I don't know why. I call it a sauce. I call it gravy. Depends on my mood that day. When it's done, it'll be gravy. While I'm making it, it's sauce. Doesn't make sense, I know, but it's who I am. Okay, so now I got the garlic in there, and I'm going to let the garlic start to release its gas. After the garlic releases its gas, give it about 3 minutes. We're going to add the meat, so we'll be back for that. So I can smell the garlic, so I know it's ready for me to add the meat, okay? I mean, food has a way of telling you when it's ready to do anything. It actually has sound. It kind of like talks to you, you know? You can hear by the different sounds of progress. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to mix it all up together. You can use a bigger pot if you want. It's easier for you to mix, but I know this one will be okay. I'm going to add some salt. Not too much salt, because the sausage does have spice. If you use sweet, it still has spices in it. Not spicy spice, but spice, okay? So, we're going to get some browning on this. The meat is cooked, you know. There's no more red in it. I'm going to add tomato paste. So I'm going to put the whole can in. You could use half, but I like the whole one. And I add it now. Some people add tomato paste after their gravy's cooking, but I like it now because I feel like it releases all the flavors of the tomato paste and it gets in there real good mixed in with the meat. And it takes out, like, tomato paste has got a sweetness to it. Combined with the carrots and the tomato paste, gives the sauce a nice sweetness. So now, you'll just move that around, let it cook for a minute. Just want to really mix it in here, okay? Now I have 2 cans of whole tomatoes, 28 ounces, that I crushed, okay? We're going to mix that in. Then we're going to add some crushed tomatoes. Whatever fits in my pot. I think we could do the whole thing. I put the gas up on high for just a minute because I want to bring it to a boil. So what I'm going to do is add dried parsley. That's about 1 to about 3 tablespoons. really, really, really just the tiniest pinch of basil. And I like a couple bay leaves. It's hard to find the big ones, so I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4. What I try to do is remember how many I put in, so I remember to pull them out, because you don't want anybody to choke on these, okay? So now I'm going to add a little bit of salt, and then you'll check it when it's finished, because the tomatoes sometimes have more salt than others. And we're going to let it cook for about 2 hours, and it's going to bring all those flavors together. I made this literally 14 years when I had my restaurant, and it was like, I had to make pots this big at least 2 times a week, 3 times a week sometimes. And we had one of our really great chefs from Philadelphia, probably one of the best chefs ever here. George Perrier came in, he's eating the bolognese. He's like, how you make a bolognese? So I tell him, and he's like, you do everything right, except you don't put the milk. You gotta put the milk. And I said, no, this is how I do it. So really, technically, he's right. You do add some milk to bolognese. You can do it when the meat is in the pan, and you just put it in there and move it around a little, but I don't like it. I like it just like this. So we're gonna let this cook for 2 hours. So it came to a boil. I'm gonna put it on medium low. You want it more than a simmer. You don't want it at a simmer because it won't really cook. So you want it at a medium low, and you want to check it. Stir it. You always want to stir gravy when you're making it. Always, because what will happen is it can stick to the bottom of the pan, and then it's going to be burnt, and it's not good. So you always want to turn it. You want to keep your eye on it, but I know how good this sauce is going to taste just by looking at it, and I can't wait. Turn this off. Cook for about an hour and a half. An hour and a half is plenty. You can let it go for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sometimes I let it go for 2. So I'm not going to cook a pasta right now, so I'm not going to show you how to plate it, but I know that you know how to plate pasta, okay? And you can use this for pappardelle, or make a lasagna, rigatoni, penne, whatever you want. I'm telling you, this sauce is so good. I just tasted it. It did need a pinch more salt, and I put that in. And it's ready to go now. I hope you make this sauce. I hope you like the video. If you do, please share it. If you make the bolognese, let me know. And please stay safe out there. Cheers to everybody.